Hey YouTubers, TikTokers, wherever you see this, just kind of wanted to go over what these fender flares look like. They're kind of a low profile design. I got them straight from GM, um, and they're kind of nice. They almost look like my GMC Sierra. They kind of have a little drop down, so it almost looks like it's part of the fender. But when these things are on there, they look 10 times better. I felt like Chevy trucks look naked coming from some Sierras, but wanted to do the Chevy this time just because I like the aggressive looking front end they got with the hood scoop and everything. So but yeah, so just to kind of go over these, they send them with a tube of some type of glue, and then they also have two-sided tape already mounted to them. I didn't want to use the glue. I don't know if that would come, if you could ever get it back off, or for some reason I changed up. So I just used the two-sided tape, which, excuse me, I've never had any problems with that. I put on fender flares before. There is one trick I did, but I did this all by myself. Basically, you just pull some of the two-sided tape, the little film to keep it from sticking out a little bit, push that fender flare up against the truck, and then start pulling it as you go, and it'll stick right where you're holding it so it doesn't move on you. And these are nice. They kind of cut around the mud flaps on the truck, and then they have a little flare on the rear to keep rocks from hitting. I got the 20 by 10s. I can't remember the offset, but as you can see, it's pretty close. I wanted them to stick out a little bit. But so what I did is I just stuck them on there, and then for added security, I added a couple screws, and they're just, I put them, a couple here. There's one up here, and then there's another one here, and then one here. So that way, they don't have anywhere to go. Basically mounted like factory flares come on some trucks. Now the front was a little tougher because with these fenders, there's no lip here to screw to. It's basically folded over on the fender. So you're able to get a screw down here where there's still a little bit of a place to screw to. But like right behind here, you'd have to put, there's nothing there. Like I can put my finger behind there. It's folded over. And then over here is the same way, it goes all the way down. So I added a screw, and these are tiny screws. I don't know how big they look, but I added a screw down there. I'm going to touch it up with some black paint, but you can see how tiny that is. And that'll just keep it from, coming off, catching wind. That's keeping it, pressed against there real good. If they start to fly off a couple years on down the line, I'll just buy some new two-sided tape, some 3M, but I've never had any issues with tape. Sometimes the tape you can't get off is more of my problem if I'm replacing a spoiler or something, but kind of wanted to show you the rundown on how these things kind of look. I'll kind of zoom out here so you get the full view of it with them on there. It just gives it a little more aggressive look. But thanks for watching.